Hey everybody, we're in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis and we're going to talk about some of the spiritual muscles that we can possibly be building in this crisis. Because that's what holiness is really about. It's about spiritual muscles that God gives us as a gift, just like He gave us our physical muscles when we were born. And those gifts He gave us are faith, hope, and love. We receive that when we come to faith and are baptized. Those are supernatural virtues. But there's ligaments that make those three work in human life, and they're natural virtues. They're called prudence, justice, temperance, and fortitude. Prudence is making good decisions. We're going to talk about that one here. In this midst of this crisis, we got to think a little bit about prudence, and then we're going to talk about justice. But let's talk about prudence for a minute. Prudence means the ability to make difficult decisions in the midst of complicated circumstances, and the decisions are the best way to get things done. That's what prudence is about. So a baseball coach, football coach, a football captain calling plays, an army commander. These are people all who have to be really well exercised in prudence, making snap decisions and making good decisions that lead to wins. Now that's hard. I think all of us can admit this is difficult, okay? I'm just gonna make the point that the playbook for this COVID-19 thing is brand new. And no one really has seen it before. We've had other epidemics, other various kinds of viruses, but this is somewhat unique, and the way that our country is fighting it is unique. We've never done it before, and we're trying to learn from other people's experience. And the point I'm making here is simply this. Those who are in responsibility to make decisions are all of us, but it's hard for all of us to make decisions. And I'm hearing our government making decisions, and I'm hearing lots of criticism. And interiorly, I have some reservations about some things that weren't done and have been done. And as I watch the church try to cope with this is tough for our bishops, guys. The bishops are trying to make decisions for the good of everybody, difficult decisions. So right here in Texas, where I live, two neighboring dioceses, one bishop decided to close all masses, no mass. And the other bishop decided to make changes, but to keep mass going. Okay, now what I'm hearing is some people criticizing the bishop and the pope who closed down masses, and other people criticizing the bishop who kept the church open for putting people at risk. And I'm just going to ask this, during this time, let's have some charity and some justice for each other. Let's realize that it's really difficult to make these decisions. And each one of us has to decide how far to go with social distancing and all these kinds of changes that are being suggested. All right, we all should comply with what is mandatory, but there's a lot of freedom where each one of us has to look at the data. We have to look at what's going on and try to make educated decisions about two things: our family and our own health, but also trying to protect others. And that's one of the incredible things about this whole business. What is one of the good things we can bring out of all this? First of all is empathy and compassion and justice and charity for other people's decisions. Giving people the benefit of the doubt, not judging people to be irresponsible when they don't agree with us, but letting people make their decisions, trying to support the decisions of others, even if we have different ideas. Okay, that's one thing. But another is the basic idea of solidarity. This virus has taught us something. It's reminded us we're not isolated individuals. What each one of us does has an impact on the other. It's not just when it comes down to contagion of viruses and quarantine. It really has to do with all of life. It's a good reminder. So let's do this together. Let's fight this together. Let's be on the same team with our church leaders and our government leaders as best we can. And let's march onward and come closer through this whole thing. In closing, I'll just say I really loved a video that came out. It kind of went around on Facebook. And that is people in Siena who can't go out in the streets from their balconies singing a patriotic song, a traditional song together. That's a beautiful way to band together and to rejoice in the midst of this trial. Thanks so much. Come to dritaly.com and get more resources for how to deal with this crisis, and sign up on our email list. You can do that at dritaly.com, or you can text 33777 and put in the message line simply DR Italy. That's 33777 DR Italy. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and let's keep in touch. Thanks so much.